Today we're talking about anti-bullying, so I'll go back to my question that I asked earlier. What is bullying? So the current definition of bullying has 2 modes and 4 types. It has 2 modes and 4 types. The 2 modes are direct and indirect. Okay, direct bullying is bullying that occurs in the presence of the targeted person. It's bullying that occurs in the direct presence of the targeted person. So, Isis, if you come up. If I'm bullying Isis directly, everything that I'm doing, she's right here to see it. Right? That's direct bullying. It happens in her presence. Thank you so much. Alright? Indirect bullying is not directly communicated to targeted youth, such as spreading rumors. So if I told Lord something about Jaquez, that's still a form of bullying. It's just indirect. Do we understand that? I know that's maybe a big term for some of my younger kids. But do you understand, like, if you're in the playground and you're telling one of your other friends bad things about somebody across the playground, that's still a form of bullying? Do we understand that? All right, cool. In my case, we have physical, verbal, relational, and damage to property. All of these are types of bullying. Okay, so physical. Who can explain to me what physical bullying looks like? I want everybody involved, okay? So my older kids, y'all can talk to in school. I know y'all mature and everything, but y'all can be involved. Physical. Zakari, what do you think physical bullying looks like? Zakari's brother, Zion, I apologize. What does it look like, physical? Anybody? All right, what do you think? No, that's not physical. Hitting somebody, right? Physical is something that involves touching, right? If I'm physically bullying you, that's me. I see you in the hallway and I hit you on the shoulder every time I see you, right? Or I push you, or I try to trip you. Anything that involves touching repeatedly is a form of bullying. It can be a form of bullying. Now, the thing to understand is that if this happens one time, is something bullying if it happens one time? No. If something happens one, maybe 2 times, it's not bullying. A repeated, unwanted offense of this nature is what bullying is. It's repeated, and it's unwanted, and it's targeted. It's specifically done to the same person. Verbal relates to talking. Like right now, I am verbally instructing you guys about bullying. All right? So verbal means talking. So verbal bullying would relate to saying mean things. Rather you're doing it directly, and I'm saying it directly to him, or I'm saying it to him about him. That's still verbal bullying. Relational. That's efforts to harm the reputation or the relationships of the targeted youth. Now that's a little more complicated, especially for our younger kids. But I know my older kids see this, right? You at your school, you have one group of friends who decides, you know what, we're not going to talk to this girl anymore. We're going to lock her out of our crew. Or we're going to put mean stickers on her locker. Or we're going to say things to other people to make them think bad things about this girl. That's called relational bullying. And if you're involved in that, you are being a bully. But that's okay today. You know why? Because we all have an opportunity to change. Everybody say change. All right. We all have an opportunity to change. So if while we're going through these lessons, you'll realize that you're doing some of these things, this would be a great day and a great time for you to say, I'm not going to be like that anymore. I'm going to be different. And not only am I going to be different, I'm going to make sure that the people around me are different as well. Either that or I'm going to change my circle. You have an opportunity to do that today. So that's very good. The last type we're going to talk about is damage to property. I think we want to say you have a bicycle, right? And Tasha sees your bicycle and she says, I'm going to take his bike and throw it into the river. She just damaged your property, right? That's a form of bullying. Now, why am I going through all of these things? That sound pretty simple to understand. I'm going through it because chances are, some of us didn't realize that some of these things were bullying, did we? Did y'all know all those things were bullying? Did you know that saying something to somebody else about somebody was bullying? You did? Do you do it? So you don't talk about people? Okay. Y'all notice the church, right? We're going to be honest in the church. That's what we're going to do. What we're not going to do is step into the church and start lying to people. We're going to be honest in here. Apostle Prelo definitely would appreciate that. I would appreciate it. So this is a great time, again, for us to have realistic discussions. My show is called Real Talk with Rajon. I'm very big into real talk, especially with the youth. But what we can't do is come here and act like, oh, well, I don't do any of this. Because if you didn't do any of this, and you didn't experience any of this, we wouldn't be here.
That's right.
If no child is bullying, and no child is being bullied, this class wouldn't be necessary. So I want to make sure that we're being real. Can we be real?
Yes.
Can we be real?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. So, does everybody have an understanding of what the types of bullying are? Anybody confused? We good? Cool. All right. So, how to stop bullying. Let's start with how to stop bullying. Now that we know what bullying is, let's talk about how you stop bullying. All right. The first thing you have to do is you have to treat everyone with respect. Everybody say, it starts with me.
It starts with me.
Say, it starts with me.
It starts with me.
Very good. You have to treat everyone with respect. You have to understand that some people have this mindset that, well, I'm not going to respect you until I know that you respect me. That's the complete wrong way to go about life. Not to bash anybody's way of thinking. But you should give respect because respect is necessary. And if I respect everyone, even if somebody doesn't treat me with respect, I'm still doing what I know I should be doing, which is treating my brother and my sister with respect. Are we all Christians? Is anybody here not a Christian? Right. We're all Christians, right? So, one of the principles that Jesus taught is to love thy neighbor as you love thyself. That's respect. You can't love somebody and not respect them. So if I love somebody because I follow Jesus Christ, then I should also be respecting people because I follow Jesus Christ. And to not do one, you have to do both. You can't have one without the other. So it starts with me. So I want you guys to realize that nobody should be mean to others. Like nobody. You shouldn't be mean to your brother. You shouldn't be mean to your sister. You shouldn't be mean to your people at school. You shouldn't be mean to your teachers. Right? You should be mean. You should be nice to people because it's nice to be nice. Who likes it when people are mean to them? Anybody? Anybody like being disrespected? Anybody like being talked down to? You guys, you like when people are mean to you? You like people yell at you? Right? Very good. So I want you guys to stop and think before you say or do something that can hurt someone. Stop and think before you say or do something that can hurt someone. If you feel like you are being mean to someone, if you feel like being mean to someone, find something else to do. So if you're sitting around with your friends and they're like, hey, let's go over here and pick on this girl, say, no, I'm going to go do something else. You don't have to be a part of the crowd. You know that, right? Who's seen crowds be mean to people? All of us, right? Who can say they stepped up and said, we shouldn't do that? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me very happy to hear. Because there's not enough people that are doing that. And we're going to talk about being advocates. And we're going to talk about being bystanders as well. Okay? But if you feel like you're in a situation where you're going to have to be mean to somebody, maybe you're having a discussion with somebody and you're disagreeing and you're like, you know what? I'm going to be mean to this person. It's not worth it. Realize it's not worth your time. You have a choice. Talk to an adult that you trust. Talk to an adult that you trust. They can help you guys to find nicer ways to deal with others. Who has an adult that they trust? All right, so everybody has an adult that they trust. You have an adult that you trust? I'm going to tell Miss Deborah. Oh, okay. All right? We should all have an adult that we can trust for good advice. All right? And that's something that I deal with as it pertains to mentorship. If there's a young person that's around me and they need somebody to talk to, I try to be that person. Right? But you need to have somebody in your life that you can talk to. If somebody's bothering you, if somebody's bothering you to the point that you feel like you need to do something in reaction to that person's actions, then make sure you talk to an adult. Maybe they can give you a different way to deal with it than you would have regularly. All right? That's important. Also, keep in mind that everyone is different. Everyone is different. Not better or worse, just different. So everybody is different.
Everybody's different.
Not better or worse, just different. Who knows somebody at their school that's a little different than everybody else? All right? Put your hands down. Who knows somebody at school that's a little different from everybody else and people pick on that person for being different? Okay? So I'm going to ask you another question. Who knows of this different person that people are picking on and then they say we shouldn't do this to the group that's doing it? If you feel like, who feel like maybe some of the things that I talked about is something that you've done before? Just being honest. One of the things that we talked about as far as bullying. Alright? So I want you guys to know, like I said, you can start over right now today. Today you're going to be able to make a pledge and a promise to become one, not only not a bully, but an advocate for anti-bullying today. So that's very good. But the best way to start it is if you think you bullied someone in the past, find that person and apologize to them. Everyone will feel better. You will feel better, that person will feel better. So one day, I'll tell you guys a personal story. One day, I was on Facebook, and it was this young lady who was different when I went to elementary school. And I remember we were in 5th grade, and on a dare, they told me to ask the girl out. Now, I was in 5th grade. Of course, I wasn't really dating anybody, but she was the girl that was picked on, and they said, oh, Rajan, we dare you to go ask her out and ask her to be your girlfriend. So I went over to her, and I'm not going to use her name. And I said, hey, you want to be my girlfriend? And she was like, yes. And she was so happy, right? She was so happy. Meanwhile, my friends are over here dying laughing. They thought it was the funniest thing. And the girl was happy. You know, she's like, oh, he's my boyfriend in 5th grade, which means absolutely nothing. But it meant a lot to her at that time. So at the end of the day, my part of the deal is over, so I said, hey, I'm breaking up with you. She was hurt. My friends over here, guess what they're doing? Laughing. It was hysterical to them. I didn't realize how much I had hurt this person. I was taking part in bullying. I didn't realize it at the time. You know, it wasn't the terminology wasn't really out there like that back then. But that's what I was doing. I was wrongfully inflicting pain on somebody by committing an act. Now, which of the 4 types would that have fallen into? It could be verbal or relational. Very good. That's verbal and relational. Okay? So that's the 2 different. So fast forward about 20 years, I'm on Facebook, and this young lady's on Facebook, and she's talking about something. It's like you're like apologize to somebody for something there or something like that. On Facebook, once you guys get on Facebook, I don't know if y'all on Facebook, but they make up these ridiculous holidays that happen like every single day. So you're like, appreciate your pastor's first cousin day. You have to find your pastor's first cousin and tag him, post and stuff like that. It's done. But this was like apologize to somebody day for something. And I found her. And I messaged her and I said, I don't know if you remember this, but in 5th grade, I was really mean to you. And I'm so sorry. And it meant, so she responded back, she said, I'm in tears. She said, people didn't realize how hurt I was by those things that people did to me when I was in middle and elementary school. So you may be thinking right now that the little stuff that you're doing doesn't impact people, but it does. Long term. Who's been bullied by somebody in here before? Right? Do you think that's going to impact you 20 years from now? I can promise you it will. And as we go through, I can give you way more stories about being bullied and about participating in bullying. Whether I knew it or not, I was a participant. I was an active participant in bullying. Did I set out to bully people? I was like, you know what I'm going to do? Bully somebody today. Do you think I said that? No, never. Not once. But you know what I was doing? Bullying people. Alright? So if you have bullied somebody, if after this class you realize I bully people and you want to change it over, well, you can start today. You can find that person, whether it be on social media or at school, and say, I apologize. Thank you so much. say, I apologize. Does somebody have somebody in mind that they would want to apologize to for bullying? All right. Are you going to find them on Monday? Cool. Are you going to apologize? Good. Good. That's step one. All right. So we're going to go to the next bullet. The next bullet is not my problem. A bystander's guide to responsibility. I'm going to say it again. Not my problem. Everybody say, not my problem.
Not my problem.
A bystander's guide to responsibility. So a bystander is a person, just like you guys said, that sees something happen. You literally, definition, right? I'm looking for a whiteboard, I'm a teacher. A bystander literally stands by. Stands by. You see what's happening. You see what's going on. As a bystander, do you know that you have a responsibility? If you're walking down the hallway and you see somebody being picked on, you have a responsibility. Do you know that? So when you see bullying, this is how you stand up for others as a bystander. When you see it, these are some safe things that you can do to make bullying stop on site. One, you can talk to a parent, teacher, or another adult that you trust. This comes back to that idea of adults that you trust. Mentors, somebody that you can go to with a situation that may be sensitive, all right? But you can go to them and talk to them about this, all right? Adults need to know when bad things happen so that they can help. If a child in your class is being picked on every single day by the same group of students, you have a responsibility to say something. You have a responsibility to say something. If not, you are now a part of the bullying situation, even as a bystander. It's much like if I'm walking down the street and I see a lady getting beat up by her husband. Should I just keep walking? No. I should stop it, right? Or I should at least call the police and say, hey, police, there's a lady getting beat up on Main Street. Please come help her. But if I just go by, guess what I just did? I just helped this man beat this woman. Flat out. So if you see something happening, you have to talk to somebody. That starts with having somebody that you trust. 2, be kind to the kid that's being bullied. Show them that you care by trying to include them. If you see somebody being like ostracized, which means that people are being set apart, they're not coming around, they're not being around that person, then make an effort to be around that person. If that person sits by themselves at lunch, go sit by that person. If nobody's talking to them in the courtyard, go talk to them in the courtyard. If this person's on the swings by himself, go to the swings, sit by the person on the swings and talk to him. You might find out that you have a whole lot more in common than you realize. When we see people who are being left out, we gotta make sure we engage those people. We gotta make sure we engage those people. Alright? So be kind to the kids that are being bullied. Sit with them at lunch or on the bus. Talk to them at school or invite them to do something. Just hanging out with them will help them from knowing that they're not alone. Alright? Knowing that they're not alone. Not saying anything can make it worse for everyone. The kid who was bullying will think it's okay to keep treating others that way. Now I want to come back to her question. She said, well, what if I stand up for somebody, and when I stand up for somebody, they start bullying me? Anybody ever seen that happen before? I'm sure. Well, you in the cool group with all the cool kids, and y'all eating at the cool kids table, or you're playing at the cool kids slide, or wherever you're at. And then there's one kid that nobody's playing with. And you go over to play with that kid and be a nice person. And then that crew decides, well, we're going to stop picking on you too. That can happen, right? So, guess what that takes first? Heart. It takes being brave. The Bible speaks about being set apart, being a peculiar people. Again, we're in a church, so I can talk like this, which is great. But you have to be willing to be set apart. You have to be willing to stand out. You have to be willing to be hated sometimes for what you believe in. And if you believe that people should not be being bullied, then sometimes you're going to have to go through the fact that some people are just not going to appreciate that. I will also tell you this. If the people that you're hanging out with would turn against you because you decide to befriend somebody being bullied, you're probably hanging out with the wrong group. You probably need a different group of friends, right? Rather it be in the playground. I know we have some various ages here from probably pre-K to high school. When you're a junior this year, you're a senior next year. What grade are you in? I'm sorry. You're a senior? You're in 6th grade? 10th grade? Right, so we have various ages from pre-K all the way to almost a senior in high school. So that's why I'm talking in these wide ranges. So I hope that I'm not missing anybody. But you have to understand that that's important. I also want you guys to think about this. What's one of the biggest things when we're talking about school safety right now? What's going on right now? Who knows what's happening that people are really afraid of happening in these schools? Bullying. School shootings. School shootings. Everybody say school shootings. All right. So the biggest weapon against school shootings is what we are doing right now. Well, no. Back up. Prayer is the biggest one. Second biggest one is things just like this. Is educating you guys about your impact on the people around you. Every single kid that I've read stories about that has committed one of these school shootings was known to be a loner, right? People didn't want to be around them, people ostracized them, people made fun of them, rather be on the playground or in the courtyard or on the bus. Some of those kids were beat up, some of those kids were talked about, some of those kids' names were dragged through the mud. We have kids committing suicide because of words. And one person could have stepped up and said, we're not going to let this happen. We're going to stand with you. And maybe that one person wouldn't have shut up that school. Maybe that one person would have befriended somebody else. Maybe somebody over here is watching you. Maybe you're a leader. And they look at you as a leader. And there's somebody else in your group that's not as brave as you. And not willing to take those hits. So maybe when you step up and say, I'm going to sit at this lunch table, maybe there's a group of people that just want to sit with you. So now when you go to sit at this lunch table with those other kids, the kid that will sit by himself, now you bring 2 or 3 people with you. Now that person's sitting with 4 people and they're sitting by themselves. That person's less likely to want to hurt themselves or hurt other people. That's why this is important. That's why this is important. All right? So stand up for other people. All right? Not saying anything could make it worse for everyone. Yes, sir. Okay, so he said, what if you're trying to be nice to somebody, you go sit at the table, and then the person's like leading the bully and comes over and tries to make fun of the person? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, and we're gonna talk about ways to fight without using your fists, because I want you guys to know, in my middle school and high school kids know this, when you get to like middle school and high school, and you start talking about fighting, you start talking about getting arrested. And what I don't want you to leave here to do is get arrested. That's the exact opposite of what I want to see happen. But let's talk about that scenario. Let's say Terrell and, I forgot your name. Victor. Let's say Terrell and Victor are friends, and they're sitting at a table. And, I'm going to use you. What's your name? Montasia. Montasia comes over to pick on Terrell. What Victor can do is say, hey, we're not going to do that over here. This is a bully-free zone. I'm not going to let you talk bad about my friend. So if you want to do that, you can go somewhere else. Now, Montasia might be willing to bully Terrell, but she's not going to try bullying Terrell and Victor at the same time. And then, what's your name? Huh? Maurice? So if Maurice joins in, Maurice says, yeah, you're not going to pick on Terrell. Now that's 3 people that she has to bully. And then if Jaquez says, yeah, You're not going to pull them. That's 4 people. Then if Jaquan steps in, that's 5 people. Guess what you guys just did? You just created an anti-bully zone. You just created an area where nobody's going to get picked on in your area because you're not going to stand for it. That doesn't mean you have to fight with somebody, but there's strength in numbers. There's strength in numbers. Say strength in numbers. Say it again. Just like you're powerful, the cool kids, you know how the cool kids are powerful? Yes, you know how the cool kids are, you know why cool kids are powerful? Because they're seen as popular. They're seen as the people that everybody wants to be around. That's all it means to be popular. Numbers. Numbers is popular. If you look up POP means numbers. Population is the number of people in a specific area. Alright? Popular means you're liked by a lot of people. People just seem to associate being popular with being mean. And who knows the mean girl that's really popular? Right? And people just want to be around her. But she's extremely rude to people. And she thinks that because she's rude to people, people want to be around her. But if you create a zone where we realize that's not the popular thing, you just took all of her power away. Say power.
Power.
You have power in numbers. But sometimes when you don't have the numbers, you just have to be brave enough to know that what you're doing is worth it. I think this is key to understand. Everybody's not meant to be your friend. They're not. I wanted to be friends with people growing up that weren't really good people to be friends with. And they would like push me out like, oh, we're not going to hang out with you because you're not cool and you don't have the right shoes. A story. Give me 1 second. I want to share something with you guys real quick. Another bullying situation. I told you, I have lots of stories about bullying and stuff like that. When I was in 5th grade, I moved to a new school. The same year that I was bullying with the people over there. Right? Those same people that were bullying me up, that was bullying this girl over there, they bullied me too. They bullied me too. I was in 5th grade. Right? And I had just moved to the school. I didn't know anybody. And we didn't have a whole lot of money. So they had this store called Kmart. Anybody know what Kmart is? Alright. They had a store called Kmart. Kmart sold shoes. I needed some shoes. My old shoes that I got at the beginning of the school year were like worn out or whatever. So my mom went, I said, Mom, I need some shoes. My mom went to the store. She went to Walmart, Kmart, and got me a pair of shoes called Franklin's. Franklin's. And these shoes probably cost like $15, $20. No lie. I went to school with my Franklins on. I'll never forget those Franklins. They were white, black. They were all white with the black thing around the side. I thought they looked sort of dope, but the kids in school apparently didn't. They called me Franklin that entire year. They called me Franklin the entire year. Now to them, it was a joke. Ha ha! Isn't it funny? He has on cheap shoes. Because they were in Jordans. You know? And they got on the new Grant Hills. Grant Hills were really dope shoes back then. Or they had the Penny Hardaways. Those are really good shoes too. Right? But I had on Franklin's. So they teased me and called me Franklin. When I was in middle school, high school, I was in high school, I was really skinny. I was really skinny, and I was really subconscious about being skinny. And I played football. I played football my 9th grade year for North Charleston High School. And I was really nervous about being skinny. We went to the locker room. And in the locker room, people change clothes and stuff. So everybody taking their clothes off, you know, changing to their stuff. And I take my shirt off, and they're like, oh, he had a bird chest. Everybody teased me. They started calling me Duckman. They called me Duckman. I will tell you, no lie, I am 36 years old, and I still remember every single incident. It's impactful. I was on Facebook 2 weeks ago. My brother did a live video. He went to Kansas City, and I went, you know, he was on Kansas City, and he was on a live video. So I went there, and I saw one of my friends. I was like, hey, man, what's going on? And the first thing he do is looks in the mirror, and the camera says is, what up, Duckman? Yeah. 20 years later. Still. So trust me, this stuff that we're talking about is important, it's impactful, and it's relevant. This is not something we're talking about like when you're 57 years old, you're going to need this information. This is stuff that you can use right now. All right? I want to move on, if that's okay. I want to move on to the next bullet, because I don't want to hold you guys forever. We do have, time. I respect everybody's time. All right? Now, so we talked about what bullying is. We talked about stopping bullying. We talked about we started talking about stopping bullying. We talked about standing up for others. The next thing I want to talk about is what to do if you are the one being bullied. Is anybody in here been bullied before? Is anyone in here currently being bullied? You can be honest. Please get your feet out of that seat. Thank you. All right? You're currently being bullied. All right, so if you are being bullied, here are some things you can do that will not get you arrested. Everybody say, stay out of jail.
Stay out of jail.
That's what I want to see. I want to see you happy. I want to see you whole. But most of all, I want to see you free. Everybody say free.
Free.
All right, free. That's important. All right. One, if you are being bullied, you can look at the kid bullying you and tell him or her to stop in a calm, clear voice. Did I say hit them? Did I say get your friends to jump them? No. This simple. Stop. Everybody do it.
Stop. Stop it.
There's so much power. The Bible speaks about you speak life and death with the tongue. But the simple word, you can let somebody know, I don't appreciate what you're doing. Stop. It's impactful. It's powerful. Use your words. All right? You can also try to laugh it off. That works best if joking is easy for you. But it could catch the kid bullying you off guard. I would tell you not to laugh. The note said to tell you to laugh it off. I would tell you not to laugh it off. Do you know why? Because if somebody is bullying you and you try to laugh it off, they're like, oh, haha, look at his shoes. His shoes are cheap, ha ha ha. And you laugh like, yeah, haha, my shoes are cheap. You just became a part of the joke, so now they think that it's okay to keep going. And not only will they keep going, in most cases, they're going to expand it. So now, they've laughed at you, you've laughed with them, so now they think it's cool to bring in other people. Hey y'all, let's laugh at her shoes. Hey, let's laugh at her hair. Let's laugh at her clothes. Let's laugh at the way she talks. Let's laugh at her disability. Right? Is that cool? No. So I would tell you to say what? What I tell you to say?
Stop.
Again.
Stop.
Stop. Look them dead in their face and say, stop. I don't appreciate what you're doing. It's that simple. I'm not even saying, I'm gonna go tell the teacher. Like you can go tell the teacher, but you don't have to tell them you're gonna go tell the teacher. Just say, stop. I don't appreciate what you're doing. That is notification to them that you don't like it. You don't like it. I always use the relationship of the situation in my wife's marriage. If there's something that I'm doing in our marriage and I don't say, hey, I don't like that, she may not know. So I have to make sure that I'm expressing myself. So even with bullies, you gotta tell them, I don't appreciate what you're doing. So stop. I don't appreciate what you're doing. All right? If speaking up seems too hard or not safe, walk away and stay away. Walk away and stay away. Don't fight. For the reasons that I already told you. Now, if somebody put their hands on you, that's a whole other thing. A lot of this stuff is verbal that I'm talking about. If somebody put their hands on you and you feel like you have to defend yourself to get out of the situation, that's something totally different. But if somebody bumps me in the hallway, that's not a reason to turn around and punch them in the face. Our reactions. If somebody's saying things about you, you let them know, you need to stop. I don't appreciate it. And if it continues, you talk to an adult. You let an adult know, hey, Mrs. Smith, hey, Mr. Lawrence, hey, whatever your name is, I need to let you know that I'm experiencing bullying and I don't like it. If you can please talk to this person and let them know that I want them to stop, If you're too afraid to talk to the person directly, speak to a trusted adult. Speak to a trusted adult. I believe that everybody here said they had a trusted adult, correct? It says, walk away and stay away. Who knows somebody who talks about being bullied, but even though they think they're being bullied, finds a way to be around the person doing the bullying all the time? What do you think about that? Does that sound smart? If I think that Ariana's bullying me, should I make an effort of it to sit by her at lunch every day to convince her how cool I am? No. No. Because Ariana clearly doesn't want to be my friend. And since she doesn't want to be my friend, I'm not going to force my friendship on her. Because all I'm doing is put myself in a situation where I can be bullied. So the note said, walk away and stay away. You don't need to be around that person. You don't need their friendship that much. They don't matter that much. And the truth is that when you continue to try to be around a person that you know is bullying you, you're devaluing yourself. Everybody say value. If there's somebody that you don't get along with, rather because they're bullying you or y'all just don't like the way each other look, stay away from them. That's the easiest way to stop bullying, is to just not go around them. I teach 5th grade, right? I told y'all that. Every day I have a student that comes to me and says, I'm being bullied. They'll go home and tell their parents, I'm being bullied. And then we come back to school the next day and you know what that person does? They go right in the line and find that person that they say is bullying them. Does that make sense? No. So when I talk to the parents, I'm like, I don't know how this person's being bullied by them. They continue to go hang out with them. Right? So the first thing is walk away, stay away. Once you let them know that you don't appreciate the activity, stay away from them and you don't need to. Alright? There are things that you can also do to stay safe in the future. You can talk to an adult that you trust, but do not keep your feelings inside. What I will tell you is this. Whether the person helps or doesn't help, they can't help. They have no chance to help what they don't know is going on. If you're in my classroom and somebody is picking on you, somebody's calling you names, there's no guarantee that I see what's going on. Especially my high school kids, right? There's no guarantee that your teachers know what's going on. Because your teachers have about 120 students they deal with on a day-to-day basis, if not more. So they can't focus on you. You are special. I know you are the apple of your parents' eye and you're the greatest thing ever created. But to your teachers, you're one of 120 to 160 students. And they love you to death during the time that they work with you, but they can't be into you like that. So if there's something happening in that class, at the end of class, even if you don't want to do it right in front of the other students, you can pull the teacher aside, write the teacher a note and say, hey, this person is bullying me. This person is picking on me. And be specific. Say, this person is talking about my shoes. This person is talking about my clothes. This person is talking about the way I talk. This person is talking about something that is different about me, that makes me special, right? That they continue to pick on me about. And I need you to say something. I promise you this. That teacher would much rather deal with that situation than deal with the situation where you do something to yourself or you do something to harm somebody else. Does that make sense? All right, so you gotta speak up. Everybody should speak up.
Speak up.
Louder, speak up.
Speak up.
And I know that it's not cool to talk. What's the saying? Snitches get stitches? Buried in ditches? That's not true. In real life, snitches actually get less jail time. That's actually how snitching works. I don't know if y'all realize this. Also, snitching is not you do something to me and I tell somebody that you did something to me. Snitching is you and me do something together, I get caught, and so I tell on you. That's what snitching is. Alright? A lot of people misunderstand what snitching actually is. But if Malachi hits me, and I go tell Mrs. Smith, Malachi hit me, I didn't just snitch on Malachi. I've told what he did to me. Snitching is more related to us doing something together. So if me and Malachi hit Zion, and then Zion says, Mr. Lewis hit me, and I say, well, Malachi did it too. Guess what I just did? That's snitching. So you know all the time when you're in class and the teacher's like, Ariana, stop talking. And she's like, Tasha's talking too. At that point, you're effectively and efficiently snitching. So don't think that if you're telling on somebody doing something to you, that you're snitching on them. You're not. You're protecting yourself. But yeah, so things you can do to stay safe in the future. One, talk to an adult that you trust. That's important. Don't keep your feelings inside. Telling someone can make you feel less alone, and they can help you make a plan to stop the bullying. The second thing you can do to stay safe in the future is to stay away from places where bullying happens. We all know the place in the school where the bad things happen, right? So I went to North Charleston High School. In North Charleston High School, our courtyard went like this. There was the middle of the courtyard where the nerds hang out, just being honest. Alright? Nerds, like people who do like Dungeons and Dragons and things like that, they hang out over there. The athletes hang out by the gym. And they'd be in front of the gym, they'd all gather over there. The hip-hop heads, the people who rapped and stuff like that, were under the tree by the chorus room. They would all be over there rapping or talking about rap music and stuff like that. The mean girls were always together under the other tree on the other side. And if you went over there and you were not in that group, guess what was going to happen? They're going to bully you. So if you weren't in that crew, what should you not do? You probably should go over there. Because when you go over there, you're welcoming an opportunity for them to pick on you. Now you can say, well, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't. But is it like that? Yeah. And are you going to change that group by walking over there?
No.
No, you're not. Now, you might have a relationship, like be cool with one of them, but if you're cool with one of them, and they're cool with you, but they're cool with people picking on you, what's that? Fake friendship. Also, they're a what? Because of the B. Bystander. 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 All right? Yes, sir. Huh? You forgot? All right. Just cross your finger next time. All right? So stay away from places where bullying happens. Stay near adults and other kids. People are less likely to bully you when you're in a group. Like we talked about establishing that anti-bully zone. If you have that anti-bully zone, they're less likely to bully you in that area with your friends who are not going to let you get picked on. If you have a group of good friends that you know have your back, hang out with them. Nobody's going to come to your group of friends and try to bully you, unless they're really brave. I've never seen it happen. But like I said, strength in numbers, right? I'm going to repeat this part again. If somebody puts their hands on you and you feel as though you have to fight to get yourself out of that situation, then you do what you got to do. But once you have removed yourself from that situation, it's dead. It's over. You don't need to go back and get your friends and go back and fight that person. No, you're out of the situation. Now, am I advocating for you guys to fight? No, I'm advocating for you guys to stand up for yourselves with your words and with your mind. But if you're in a situation like when somebody's jumping you and you got to fight your way out of a jumping situation, that's something totally different. You think that being scared is a requirement to being bullied? You think that being scared is a requirement to be in a fight? It has nothing to do with it. I've heard people say, I'm not scared of you. I've heard students tell teachers that. I'm not scared of you. So? I don't want you to be scared of me. But you're going to respect me, which goes back to our first point. It's not about being scared. So yelling, I'm not scared of you to a person, really doesn't matter. Because people who aren't scared die every day. They do. Unscared people die every day. Two people have a situation. They're in a fight. Neither of them are scared. Somebody pulls out a gun. Somebody shoots the other person. Then being scared factor in any of that stuff. But being smart can factor in. Because now when one person says, we're going to fight. No, we're not. I'm going. I walk away. What else happens? What else happens? They can yell, oh, he's scared. Guess what I'm not? Dead. Guess what I'm not? Being bullied. Guess what I'm not? Being abused. They can say what they want. Being scared has nothing to do with it. I hope we remove that from our verbiage. Scared. Because being scared can save you. Do you know that? I'm scared to burn my hand on the stove so I don't touch a hot stove. Because I'm afraid of it. I'm scared of it. There's certain neighborhoods that I may not go into because I'm scared of getting shot if I don't know anybody there, right? Being scared, you can difference between being alive and dead. So being scared, understand, doesn't matter. If somebody calls me scary, I don't care. I'm on Facebook Live right now. I'm scared of stuff, y'all. I'm 36 years old and I'm scared of stuff. I'm scared of dying from jumping out of a plane. So I don't jump out of planes. What if I was like, I'm not scared of dying from jumping off a plane, and just jumped off a plane? What would you say? That's stupid, right? Wouldn't you say that? If you heard that Mr. Lewis left this right here, left this meeting, got on a plane, and because he wasn't scared, jumped off the plane without a parachute, what would you say? That's stupid. He should have known better. Right? Am I right? If I'm lying, somebody said, Mr. Bush, you lying. So please don't associate being scared with a bad thing. If the worst thing that somebody can say about you is that you're scared, I'll take it. Who's scared of stuff? If the worst thing that somebody can say about you is that you're scared, then you're in a good place, guys. Alright? You're in a good place. Mr. Lewis is scared of things. I'm scared. You know what I'm scared of? I'm scared of dying. I'm scared of losing somebody I love. You're not scared of losing your mom, your dad? I'm scared of it. I'm scared of getting shot. I'm scared of somebody hurting somebody. I'm scared of losing a student. I'm scared of being a failure. I'm scared of a lot. So maybe it's just as you get older, you get more scared of things. But every person that I meet and everything that I go through, I become afraid of something else. But that's okay, because you can still be bold in fear. As long as that fear allows you to do something more productive. So let's go back to bullying. Being afraid of a person doesn't necessarily make bullying real or unreal, but it's definitely there. So I want you guys to understand that bullying does not always happen in person. We've talked about direct bullying, we've talked about indirect bullying, right? Cyberbullying is a type of bullying that happens online or through text messages or emails. But there are things that you can do to protect yourself, okay? One, I need everybody's attention to this part. This is important, especially for my older kids, especially. Always think about what you post. Always think about what you post. Social media is so small. The social media world is so small. All of my daughter's friends have at least, my daughter has at least what, 50 mutual friends with me on Facebook? All of y'all, some of y'all have more. So when you post something, not only do you see it, but I see it, my friends see it, and even if the algorithm doesn't have it where you're in my line, somebody that I know, I'll put it this way. One day my homeboy texted me, he said, hey, you need to check out your daughter's page. And it was something that she had posted from her page. He was like, hey, Lou, check this out, talk to your daughter. I hadn't even seen it. Just one of my homeboys saw it on my daughter's page, saw my daughter's name and said, you need to talk to your daughter. So if they can see it, you better believe that everybody else at your school, if you have one mutual friend with somebody at your school, there's a chance that more people have access to that. So if you're talking about, can you believe what Miss Smith had on today at school, and you type that on the page, guess who has the opportunity to see that? Everybody. So be very careful what you post. Alright? You never know what somebody will forward. Be kind to others online to help keep you safe. And do not share anything that can hurt or embarrass someone. Don't share anything that can hurt or embarrass someone. There's a few videos that have come out on Facebook and on social media in the last few years. Some that are way more adult than I can share with the younger people. But of young people doing some really bad things. And people have shared those things out. That's not good. That really goes more towards social media awareness than cyberbullying. But I want you to understand that when you share things out, you're putting your stamp of approval on it. But when we're talking about cyberbullying and the topic of cyberbullying, all right, they're talking more about the fact of finding somebody online that you know and posting comments about that person. Maybe somebody posts a picture and says, "How do you like my outfit?" And you go make a point of it to go on that person's page and say, "Girl, that outfit is ugly." And then you tag all your friends, and they all come in there and start chiming, you know, how ugly this girl's outfit is, and how terrible her face looks, and how badly her body's shaped, and how cheap her clothes are, and how dumb she is, and how her boyfriend, you're gonna take her boyfriend. Right? That's cyberbullying. If when you chase that person out, we had a situation in my school where a young lady was on Musical.ly, and she had posted a video on Musical.ly, and other kids from the class would go in and make negative comments on her Musical.ly page, just to be mean. It wasn't even a bad dance. They just, y'all know Musical.ly is, right? Of course, yes. Musical.ly is, all right. I know you don't have a phone. I'm gonna fly to you. It won't be fast. You my kids, y'all. But that's what happens. That's cyberbullying. That can happen via text message. That can happen via a website. I'm going to take questions at the end, sir. It can happen on social media, like any form of social media that you go out and you find this person. So always think about what you post. Keep your password a secret from others. Do not share it with other kids. Even kids that seem like friends. Because well, this is what can happen. Malachi, you have a Facebook page that you know that you only post Bible scriptures and recipes. You know what I mean? Like that's your Facebook page. This is hypothetical. Right? That means not real. This means we're making it up. Alright? Jaquan, I need you, alright? Jaquan, I need your attention. Alright? Your friend, you give your code to Martasia, you give your code to Martasia. Martasia goes to your page, and she decides that she's going to post all kind of crazy stuff on your page because she has your password. Is that good?
No.
Right? So she might be cyberbullying in your name. So always keep your passwords and stuff safe. Keep it secure, all right? Think about who sees what you post online. Complete strangers. So again, I want to go back to the situation with the girl in the outfit, right? Girl posts a picture, she's in an outfit. Well, anybody seen the pictures from the prom from like the last month? Anybody seen some of the pictures of the not so great pictures of the prom dresses and things of that nature? Guess who saw those pictures? The world. So the one with a girl looked like she had on a bathing suit and a shower, a clear shower thing around her legs or whatever. Everybody saw that. Guess what that opened her up to? People to make a bunch of negative comments on her page. Girl, what you doing wearing that? And even if even if you're doing it like in a well-meaning way, it can still come off as cyberbullying, right? Like if I told you, hey, I wish you would have done better on that paper. You write a paper and I say, I wish you would have done better on that paper. Is that necessarily bullying?
No.
But if everybody does say, girl, that paper was bad, girl. That was a dumb, you sound so dumb on that paper. That's bullying. Now we're ganging up on you. Keep your parents in the loop. Your parents should have access to all your social media accounts. All of them. One, that keeps you accountable. Two, it keeps them accountable. So you should not have an email address. You should have a Facebook, a Twitter, an Instagram, a Snapchat, Musically. What else is there? That's all of them? There's another one? Instagram? Yes, Instagram. You should have any account that your parents can't access. And I'm not just talking about being friends. I'm talking about being able to log in on their own and see what you're posting. That's important for your safety. Because if some weirdo is out here trying to send you comments in your message section, in your DMs, in your inbox, your parents need to know that. Again, that's not anti-bullying. That's more along the lines of social media awareness. But I needed to make sure I say that. But if something is happening, you feel like you're being cyberbullied online, let your parents know. Okay? Let your parents know, and tell them what you're doing online, and who you're doing it with. Make sure your parents are your friends on every social media account that you have. I don't have Snapchat, so that's the only one I can't monitor my kids on. But my wife is on Snapchat, so she monitors our kids on Snapchat. And tell an adult about any messages you receive online that are sad or scary. If somebody messages you on Facebook and says, "I hate myself," I think I want to do something to myself, I've been bullied, do not take that lightly. The last thing I wanted to talk about was creating that bully-free zone that we talked about. All right? You can be a leader in preventing bullying in your community. You can be a leader in preventing bullying in your community. All right? The first thing you can do is find out more about where and when bullying happens at your school. Think about what can help. Then share your ideas. There's a good chance that adults don't know all of what happens. First, you go with you to talk to a teacher, counselor, coach, or parent, and add what they think. I'll give you this idea. Who has an anti-bullying group at their school? Like a group that gets together to talk about bullying, like a club or something like that. You have one? Are you a part of it? No. Okay. So if you're not a part of it, I challenge you to become a part of it, to join the discussion. Now, will that make you the coolest person on the campus? Probably not. But you'll be helping people that probably need a friend. I'm looking around this room and I see some pretty cool kids. From what I'm telling, especially my older kids, like I know Malachi from BGC, and I know DeQuez, and I know Laura, I know RJ, and I know a lot of you now. So we know each other now. We don't know each other. But if you are a cool kid and you join the anti-bullying group, you may make people who don't necessarily feel as cool feel better about themselves. You'll be doing the opposite of bullying, which is a good thing. Please don't touch that, bro. Thank you. All right? That's a good thing. Find out how you can help. Rather than joining the group, making signs, stuff like that. You can do that. You can talk to your principal about getting involved. If there's not a club at your school, who does not have an anti-bullying club at their school? You can start one. You can start one. Now this is the end of the year, right? So we're at the end of the year. Everybody's wrapping things up. I bet if you told your teacher, you asked your teacher, "Hey, do we have an anti-bullying club at our school? If not, can I start one? Can I start getting friends together and we sit down and we talk about stopping bullying on our campus?" In my school, I was what's called a peer mediator. So when people had issues, like we helped them work out their problems. So that was something I was able to do. So that's something you can do as well. Who's on the internet? Who has social media? All right, so something that you can also do is write a blog. You can write a blog. You can write a letter to the editor of your local newspaper. So you know that you have the ability to write to the local newspaper and get your stuff published? Like if you write a letter to the Post and Courier about anti-bullying and how you feel about the things that you've experienced, they will share that on the newspaper. You can be a published writer. That simply. All right? Be an advocate. Be a leader. Or tweet about bullying. Follow websites like stopbullying.gov. You can follow them on Twitter. You can follow them on Instagram. And when you see their posts, share them. That's a great way to spread the word. But the best thing that you can do to stop bullying, to be an advocate for bullying, is to start with yourself, which was my first point. Be respectful. Respect everyone. Now with that being said, that's really all my notes. But I want to end on this thought. We all have a role to play. I've talked about a lot of stuff here today, right? I've covered a lot of information. Some of it you won't remember. Hopefully you guys have your notes and you remember your notes. All right, you remember to keep your notes. Put it up in your room. Put it in your locker at school. Wherever. But I want you guys to do something with me. I want you to take a pledge. On the back of everybody, look at the back of this. There's a pledge. Huh? Just slide away. All right, so I want you guys to take a pledge. You guys are going to take a pledge. Everybody repeat after me. I promise to respect all other students. Respect students' belongings. Always treat others the way I want to be treated. I promise to stop a hurtful rumor. Either online or offline, wherever I can. I will tell an adult when I know of a plan. I will tell an adult when I know of a plan to single out, harass, or start a fight in our school. I will not be a bullying bystander. When I know of bullying, I will take action and tell someone. I agree to be an active participant in preventing bullying in our school. Give yourselves a hand. You guys are now all anti-bullying activists. This is the first day of the rest of your lives. You can impact your home, you can impact your school, you can impact your community, as long as you continue to stand up for what you know is right. All right? Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a great day. God bless you.